All right, you just finished the Cliff Palace tour.
Made it.
All right.
That was so much.
Cliff Palace has about 150 rooms, 23 kivas, and studies show that the population that was living there was probably about 100 people. Out of the nearly 600 cliff dwellings concentrated within the boundaries of the park, 75% contain only 1 to 5 rooms each, and many are single-room storage units. This underscores the fact that Cliff Palace is an exceptionally large dwelling, which may have had special significance to the original occupants. It's thought that Cliff Palace was a social, administrative site with high ceremonial usage. Ohio, Colorado, West Virginia, Texas, Iowa, Colorado, California, Texas, Utah, New York, California, Texas, Utah, Wyoming, whatever the heck, this is Texas. All right. So we're heading down to the start of the Cliff Palace tour, planned tour that we had to sign up for and organize. And we're heading down there. It's about a half hour to an hour. You know, there's supposed to be some ladders and things like that we climb. Mostly up and down, not really a lot of distance. So anyway, that seems like it's going to be a pretty cool tour. And I'll bring you guys along and you'll see the whole thing. Let's go. Sandstone, mortar, and wooden beams were the 3 primary construction materials for the cliff dwellings. As we look at the size of the doorways in Cliff Palace and other dwellings, you might wonder about the size of the people who lived here. An average man was about 5'4", an average woman was about 5 foot to 5'1". They were a similar height to European people of the same time period. Ancestral people shaped each sandstone block using harder stones collected from nearby riverbeds. The mortar between the blocks is a mixture of local soil, water, and ash. Fitted in the mortar are tiny pieces of stone called chinking. Chinking stones fill the gaps within the mortar and add structural stability to the walls. Over the surface of the many walls, people decorated with earthen plaster of pink, brown, red, yellow, and white. This primitive plaster was the first thing to erode over time. So we're just at the start, just heading down. And I don't know when we're going to encounter the ladders, but I think I'd rather go up the ladder than down a ladder. Boy, these steps are really steep.
I don't think anybody's just going to fall through the ladder. Can you hear me? They tell you to make sure at all moments there's
Behind me, they're talking about Balcony House, the tour we did yesterday, which is pretty cool.
kind of like not think about it. Yeah. But if you have to think about it, just think about like.
Beautiful day here. The sun's hot. Probably out, so probably 85 in the sun. But once you get in the shade, it's nice. Very dry. If you can hear by my voice is kind of cracky. It's tough keeping a wet throat. But I have a full water bottle and ready to go.
This is disappointed.
The longhouse, they had specifically said steep. Steep and fall.
He's like, oh, this is a wimpy ladder.
He is disappointed.
Yeah, that one yesterday was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Oh, and then up here.
Oh, yeah.
So that looks like our finish. Going up there. That's our end point.
sound carries really well over here.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. How about you?
Good. Wow.
Kiva 1. Look at the, I think, swallows up there. That's pretty neat. Hey, how's it going? I thought I recognized you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to walk all the way around though. But come up and we'll talk about kivas. Yeah, mostly storage.
This was our guide from yesterday, balcony house. Oh man, this is cool. We're right here. Dang.
Comes out that little fireplace. Hits this, it's called a dissipator. So it's dissipating the fresh air around the sides of the kiva, and that's a fireplace. So if the air came right through, it might cut off the fire. But because you have a fireplace, it's in the winter, that's where I would be, you know, little fire going. We don't have any archaeological evidence of it. So now you got a matrix in there, it's 3-4 feet. You pack it with juniper bark and twigs and then mud for their mortar. So really strong, you can dance on top of these.
Okay, are you in jail? Did you get put in
I did, sort of.
Navajo jail?
Yeah, no, Puebloan.
Puebloan jail?
Yes.
Because you touched one of the artifacts? Shouldn't touch somebody's artifact. Okay.
And here's a good example of what we do as a stabilization. See this patch? So if you look at a picture from 1891, before, there's a big hole there. So the Park Service came in and said, well, we got to fix that, otherwise it's going to fall down. So that's what they did here.
Wait, that's a unique room up there, huh?
Yeah, so there's 9 rooms all along here. And, we call this a granary, so that would be
okay.
a community granary. But look at this dry stack. I mean, that's just a different style of
Okay.
Architecture.
Yeah, they just stacked up stones, that's all.
So the theory is, and I asked the archaeologists this, so this is from them. They believe that that might have happened. A repair was needed late in the 1200s. And maybe they didn't have time for the mortar, so they put the dry stack up here because they need to protect their food.
Right.
So their corn, beans, and squash is hidden up there. So they just put that back in. And you know, if it's the summertime like now, you don't have much water. So it's hard to make mortar without water. So we think it was kind of a late repair. But it's kind of cool. I don't see that in many of the kivas, but we think that was probably used for ceremonies. Because think of this as a multi-purpose room, living room, but a lot of ceremonies.
Okay, exit. Well, that was pretty cool. Up close at Cliff Palace. Wonderful ancient Indian structure. And we are done here. We're gonna go up, go back to the car, and head off to Black Canyon of the Gunnison. We'll be there shortly. I'm not picking up my feet enough. There's some tall steps.
Yeah, you're saying like this.
Yeah, look, here.
Here. Oh, yeah.
Look at this. Hello. Lisa, check this out. You can put your hands through this.
I just hit my knee.
Good.
You can put your hand through here. That's pretty neat, huh? Does this count as 2 ladders?
Yeah.
Seems like it should count as 1.
Lily. Yes. Lisa, turn around. I'm taking a video.
Back at the top, bunch of steps, 3 ladders. Think we made it.
It was pretty boring. I mean, the rangers barely told any stories. So basically, we're just looking at it kind of blindly.
I think if we did this one first and then balcony house second, that might have been a better, because once you do balcony house and then you come do this one, it is a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah.
The ladders, the stairs, the stories, the length. It was like, what, like 10 minutes long?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you just finished the Cliff Palace tour.
Made it.
All right.
That was so much fun.
Thoughts? Impressions?
I will take a room. Breathtaking. I need to reserve a room for the night.
Just stay here? They should have like,
To stay in the kiva.
you can stay in the kiva and
That
hang
would be a
out.
thought, right? That would have been like, wow.
Yep.
I'll
Make it a
do
bed and breakfast. You have corn for breakfast.
That's when the
Cornmeal.
spirits come out
Yeah.
and visit
Yeah.
at the campfire.
They'll be sitting on the bench.
And that may be also when the UFOs come.
Ah. Yep.
It could be an explanation as to how they just disappeared.
Uh-huh.
UFO,
They just left. Sucked them.
Yep.
and now they're the,
Retransplanted them somewhere
yeah,
else.
and now they're the new aliens.
Or maybe they just smoked peyote and wandered off. That's my theory.
There is another.
That's another theory. Yep, that's another one.
Yes.
Well, there's 4 of us.
Yeah, not this one and that one. So her and I had about a half a bottle of water to share. And of course, it was just getting hotter and hotter. It would be like 50, feet or 100 feet, stop, wet your tongue. Another 50 feet, stop, wet your tongue,
that one.
turn around and look.
Okay, yeah. But don't miss Crazy Horse.
Yeah.
Crazy Horse
Yeah,
is,
oh yes.
it's just phenomenal. And listen to the story of the family that was doing the carving on it, because it was quite a deal. And if you have time, do Spearfish Canyon. So it's near there, Spearfish Canyon. It's a beautiful drive through over to near Deadwood.
That's the Cliff Palace tour. Thanks for watching.